off and just point out the last hour in the loop. You can see how fast these storms are moving, a pretty good clip. Again, with winds, the main threat. We've had some small hail out of this, and we can't rule out the isolated tornado chance. We've had a number of hail, wind, and even tornado reports out of this across parts of central Indiana. Again, that is moving closer to Louisville later this evening. I would put it close to the Ohio River, somewhere between that 10 and 11 o'clock time frame tonight. The latest tornado warnings are still north of our viewing area, but with severe thunderstorm warnings in place and damage reported. We'll be here through the commercial breaks of your shows to keep you updated. Should a tornado warning for our area be issued, we'll have to interrupt the programming. Once again, the current warning that we have would include areas to our north, and that covers parts of Ripley County as well as you work your way into the northern part of the Wave 3 News viewing area. Again, that timing for us is between 10 and 11 p.m. tonight. I suspect these storms, because of the fuel we've had today with highs in the mid-80s, we still have the opportunity to see some very strong wind gusts out of these storms even late tonight. So even with its late arrival, those storms will be strong as they move closer to us. All of the warnings to our north will transition to the south. All of us are under the tornado watch, technically until 2 a.m. tonight. I'll be back with more updates as needed. From the Wave 3 News Storm Tracking Team, I'm Kevin Harned. Thanks for watching. On this alert day during the commercial breaks, to give you a weather update because we've got some powerful storms sitting just north of the viewing area. These will be sliding to the south. You can already see severe thunderstorm warnings, northern parts of Jennings, and the good chunk of Jackson County, all of Lawrence County. As these storms make their way to the south, they'll be producing a lot of rain, a lot of lightning, as you can see. But the most important and probably the biggest threat would be the wind speeds. We've had winds as high as 70+ miles per hour with this cluster of storms along this line. Not everywhere, but a few places. Certainly have some downed trees and power lines with that. That's going to move into parts of the area, and we could see some damage out of that. I'll mention that over the last couple of hours, you can see its movement. This is the last hour. The big question is, when's it going to arrive in my backyard, right? You can see Seymour shortly within the next half hour. Down to Scottsburg just after 10 o'clock. Looking to Louisville close to 11 o'clock. And as we work our way across southern Jefferson County, 11:30, these storms will continue moving off to the south and southeast. The alert day continues. We mentioned the warnings in the northern part of our viewing area. All of us are under the tornado watch until 2 a.m. tonight. We'll be keeping a close eye on that all night long. That's the latest right now from the Wave 3 News Storm Tracking Team. You can expect more updates throughout the evening hours as we interrupt the commercial breaks. And if we need to go on with nonstop weather coverage, we will. We're here to keep an eye on it for you. I'm Kevin Harned. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harned keeping an eye on the radar for us tonight. You can see a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain to our north. There's a lot of wind with these storms as well. I'll adjust the radar. This is Indianapolis here. We had these winds as the storms passed by. Gust storm warnings. Those are sinking ever so close to us here in Louisville. They'll still pack a punch as they arrive. I would prepare for 50 to 70 mile per hour winds in this zone across southern Indiana down into Kentucky. That means some areas will see some power outages, not everybody. And we'll also see the threat for not only a lot of lightning and rain, but even some small hail in places. You start to see some of the purple showing up in the radar. That's where we have strong reflectivity back, and that means ice pellets or hail potential within that storm. Again, just now moving into the northern part of the viewing area with severe thunderstorm warnings in place for Lawrence, Jackson, Jennings, Ripley. We also have severe thunderstorm warnings for Du Bois as well as Orange counties. The rest of you, say places in southern Orange County, Washington, Scott, over to Jefferson. You'd be next in line with these warnings being extended in your direction within the next half hour. Again, as these storms move closer to Louisville, we expect them to arrive here between that 10 and 11 o'clock time frame, more likely between 10:30 and 11:30. We'll be watching it closely. In fact, we're going to get you back to programming, but if you'd like nonstop weather coverage, we're going to be on all of our digital channels. If you have Roku, Fire Stick, the Wave 3 News weather app or news app, or if you just want to watch on wave3.com, we'll continue with nonstop severe weather coverage as these storms move closer to the Louisville area. We'll be back on Wave 3 and NBC during the commercial breaks as needed. For now, I'm Wave 3 News Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harned. Hi, everybody. I'm Wave 3 News Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett. We'll give you a quick update on the active weather that's moving through. We've had 70-plus mile-per-hour winds move through Indianapolis. A report of 77 mile-per-hour winds in Lawrence County with some significant damage there. These storms are racing to the south. They'll arrive here in Louisville within the hour, it appears. You can see Seymour seeing strong storms pass by. Still under the gun across the warnings extend well ahead and in advance of the storms themselves. Give you a little more prep time. Parts of Harrison County, Floyd County, southern Clark County, and all of Clark County for that matter, all under severe thunderstorm warnings as these storms approach the area. Once again, significant parts of the viewing area to our north have seen some damage as these storms make their way off to the south. A tornado watch is in place across the entire viewing area until 2 a.m. But once this line passes by, the threat of severe weather will be coming to an end. Once again, we'll be here to walk you through it. If you are looking for more nonstop weather information, you can find it. We're constantly on our digital channels. If you have Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, download the Wave 3 News apps. Find us there. If you have wave3.com or internet service, you can find us there, or one of our apps, Wave 3 News or Wave 3 Weather. In the meantime, I'm going to get you back to programming. We'll certainly interrupt commercial breaks as necessary, and if we need to interrupt the programs, we will, to bring you up to date as these storms approach the metro area. For now, nonstop weather coverage continues on our digital channels. Hi, everybody. I'm Wave 3 News Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett. You see additional severe thunderstorm warnings coming in, including over across parts of northern Kentucky. We also have tornado warnings there. Meanwhile, severe thunderstorm warnings line this line of storms approaching the Louisville area. We're likely about a half hour to 40 minutes away from seeing the core of those storms here in Louisville. They will be moving through with a punch. We've had wind speeds in parts of Lawrence County up to 77-hour winds. Now, not everybody along this line is going to see wind damage, but the potential is there for strong to damaging winds. And in addition, on the far side of this, you can see that we have some hail potential out of this storm across Perry County. Follow my hand. That moves into northern Meade County. It will also move into parts of Harrison County. You may notice behind me the SkyTrack camera really taking a beating with the wind. We have very strong winds here in the city, gusting as high as 35 to 40 miles per hour at this point. Those wind gusts will get even higher as these storms move off to the south. Once again, you can see the line of showers and storms. They will be accompanied with a loud roar of thunder, a lot of lightning, heavy rain, and the main threat that we're watching will be the very intense winds. We're here to keep an eye on it for you during the commercial breaks, but if you so choose and are looking for nonstop weather coverage, we're doing that too on all of our social channels and all of our digital platforms, meaning Roku, Fire Stick. If you have Apple TV, we have apps on all of those platforms. If you have the Wave 3 News or Weather app, you can watch us there or on wave3.com. We'll get you back to Chicago Fire, Med, PD, which one is ever on at this hour, and then we'll come back as needed with more updates. I'm Kevin Harnett.